I don't know why, but this I think will be the worst top 5 video I'll ever do in my lifetime. But let's do this. I'm right here not because I want to lay down, but the charger for the phone is on because the phone's like dead, pretty much dead, but it's charging now, so that's good. But I have to be like this right now, so why not? I just do the top 5 list because my video, my channel, whatever. But all that jazz. So let's do this. Top 5. I did my favorite movie fight fighters. So now let's do top 5 movie fight episodes. Now these are really fun episodes. Um, what I want to do for a top like for an episode, I want to explore everything. I want to talk about really cool subjects. So let's start this. Number 5 has to be the first episode because this was a fun episode. We have, there was no winners. It really was no winner, but Hal, I guess, did like one. It was a very odd, and Andy didn't know what he was doing. Um, but Nick is funny as always. Spencer is just hilarious, and that's my number 5. Number 4 has to go to Did Jurassic World Will Jurassic World Suck? Nick Mundy ends up he's the uh, host for this episode because it was his birthday and he wanted to always host an episode. So and I think no, there was 2 episodes he hosted. But this one was the more funner one because it was uh, Dan was actually good to Nick, and there's times when Nick just can't stand Dan. Dan just can't stand Nick, and the other way around sometimes. But actually, because he was the host, it was his show, that it was his episode. Dan was actually cool with him. Roger was actually cool with him too, because Roger Barr. It was Andy, which I do miss. The whole sexual misconduct. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care about any of that shit. It's like I still listen and watch Bill Cosby. So I don't care about that shit. I never met the person, but I still, but that's why I still watch Popcorn Planet, Nerd Wars. But Andy was a part of it. So it was a fun show. It was a fun episode, and again, Nick got to host, and his father, which is other than his son and his wife, is his best friend as his father. So his father was on the Dan Cam with Jason Inman. Number 3 has to be Stoner Fights. Stoner Fights would take number 1, but I'm just still, I can't, I really can't with, I'm just thinking back, there's Easter eggs over there. Not Easter eggs, but little Easter eggs are of a certain character in the back, but I don't want to. But Stoner Fights was really fun because Doug Benson was the Doug Benson was a host, which was really cool, and Horatio Sands was with Andy, and I can't think of him. He was in that awful show from Nickelodeon, the True Jackson Show, and he was also in. He was really funny. He's also in. He was also in Whose Line Is It Anyway? With Dan, and that was a really fun episode. Number 2 goes to the episode that was live from San Diego. San Diego. That's how John Bailey says it. But it's when it was. I can't think of it right now, but I think it was who's the best action star or the best fictional rock band, best fictional bands and movies, which that'll be the next top 5 probably. I don't know. Probably will be the next top 5. With Max Landis versus Kevin Smith was like a really cool episode. That was a really cool one. I really, really liked that. Number 1 has to go, like, there are really other ones, like the Roger Barr. There was one with the Roger Barr, Alicia Malone. I think it was I think it was the what's the better franchise for an action movie is like Mission Impossible versus Fast and Furious, and the best movie to have a continuation sequel. And that was a really fun one, but my number 1 favorite has to be weird movie fights, because it was Pitch Cars 6. This was before Cars 3, which was really funny. Pitch Cars 6, and it was like it was the episode when I first it was released on the day I graduated. So it's really sentimental to me. Best pitch a scene of 2 characters having sex. Pitch a fast food movie. And the coolest one, which sounded more surreal, is cast the Avengers like if it was in the 90s. And friggin' Nick saying Pauly Shore, and it's a 90s movie. It's a 90s movie. It's a 90s movie. Okay. And then you did have like another one, a continuation, which was pitched the Guardians of the Galaxy like if it was in the 90s, and it was really cool. I forgot who pitched who, but one guy said Eddie Murphy for Star-Lord. That sounded really cool. And one other guy who replaced Nick Mundy because Nick Mundy didn't want to be a part or whatever. I don't know what that was about. He just was going to bigger and better things, I guess, with Comedy Central, and he was in like Queen Latifah movies. He was like in like a Queen Latifah movie, That Girl's Trip, and but I still have to say my number 1 favorite is Pitch the Avengers if it was in the 90s. So that's my top 5. Hope you like this. Sorry I'm in like this motif right now. I'm sure I want to do more episodes right now. I want to do more videos because I'm bored. So, and I always say I want to, but I never do. So I don't know if I will or not. But thanks for watching.